Bivol trying to avenge the earlier defeat to Better Biev. Before that, Daniel Dubois takes on Joseph Parker. Before that, Zhilei Zhang fights Agit Kabayel. Let's return to Riyadh, because Spencer, back here I'm with Barry. Back out there, you have been joined by whom?
Yeah, I have the pleasure of being joined by Shaun George, and as the trainer of Zhilei Zhang. Shaun's been working with Zhilei way back since the Olympics. And Shaun, it's a pleasure to have you here, mate. And just give us a little insight into, Zhilei Zhang, his week, how his preparation's been coming up to this one, and what he's got to do up until the fight.
All the hard work is done. We had the hard work, we had the hard sparring, we had the hard training camp, strength and conditioning, putting all the miles in the work in. Right now we are relaxed. We're looking forward to Saturday night. Saturday night is the easy part.
I want to just talk to you about that open workout last night. Zhilei Zhang, for guys, I don't know if you saw that back in the studio or not, but Zhilei Zhang come out in the open workout. He's got his own tune playing. He would look totally relaxed, dancing. Barry, you will relate to this. Happy fighter, dangerous fighter, and that's exactly what Zhilei looks. I've never seen him look like that before.
Yeah, he's relaxed. He's experienced, as we all know. On top of that, he loves what he does. He loves the sport of boxing. This is his atmosphere. He wants to be here. He wants to be in the spotlight. He wants to show people what he's able to do.
Yeah, guys, I think we've got a sensational fight here on Saturday night with these two heavyweights. Zhilei Zhang still very much in the picture of this heavyweight division.
Thank you very much. Barry, what do you reckon? Zhilei Zhang going in against Agit Kabayel. I mean, Simon has his views, you have yours.
Yeah, I think Zhilei Zhang will beat him. He's, almost 300 pounds weight. He's athletic. He's like an iceberg walking towards you, just moving towards you. He's immovable. He takes a great shot. And I know that, for me, Agit Kabayel has yet to prove himself against a really good. I know he's beaten Frank Sanchez, but I always had something about Frank Sanchez. I always thought he wasn't. He was a guy that would quit under circumstances. If they were severe enough. I think this is a great fight. Absolutely great fight, but my money's on Zhang. I just think he's, as I say, immovable, puts combinations together, is a southpaw, relentless, walks you down, closes you down quickly, and I just don't think Agit Kabayel has had enough great performances to suggest he's going to win this fight. But this is what it's all about. You match guys at certain times. You think, oh, he's not ready yet. Now we'll let him go. So he's letting him go on Saturday night, and I think Zhang is a very tough fight.
Sean, you'll be delighted to hear that Barry here in London is very much going with your man Zhilei Zhang. Sean, while you're with us live on talkSPORT this lunchtime alongside Spencer, how do you feel about some of the other fights? I mean, this has been described back here in the UK as one of the best ever bills of boxing anywhere in the world, Sean, if not the best. Do you agree with that?
I think it's a great card. I'm a fan. After the fights, I'll get to sit down and watch other fights. The Better Biev Bivol card. It's a brilliant fight. It's a who knows. It's a 50-50 fight. It's hard to choose who's going to win the fight. The Dubois Joseph Parker fight. It's hard to choose who's going to win that fight. I'm looking forward to watching Shakur Stevenson. I was hoping to see.
Yeah, and one fight that we haven't seen and we haven't really talked about, is Adames versus Hamza Shiraz. What a fight that's going to be. That's going to be a sensational. Yeah, Modronov as well. He's in an unbelievable fight against Virgil Ortiz. That one, guys, is not to be missed.
I agree with you 100%. The Victor Ortiz fight is a tough fight when it comes down to it. We have both high skill opponents, both stepping up to the plate. Shiraz, he's in tough going into, so it's a great card.
I thought Bivol won by 2 rounds, and I gave out about it on Twitter, and I got loads of people coming in saying most of them agreed with me, but many of them didn't. I now pick Arthur Beterbiev to win the second match. He complained afterwards about not having the proper health to train in the exhausting way you need to get ready for the first fight. I just have a funny feeling that he wins his second fight and wins it more convincingly. But Bivol is exceptional. These are the two best light heavyweights in my lifetime. I'm going back to the 1970s to Marvin Johnson and the likes of Dwight Quad Muhammad and John Conte. So I don't know that there's ever been two better light heavyweights. That's the truth.
Wow.
In my lifetime of boxing. They're incredible.
Better be a Bivol. Top of the bill in Riyadh on Saturday night. Just before we go, Barry, if there is a shock on the cards on this bill of boxing, where might that come? I mean, Boatsy against Callum Smith.
Yeah, that you know, we don't know how much Callum Smith has left. He was eaten up by Beterbiev, but he knocked out everybody up until the last fight against Bivol. He had 100% knockout record, so that's absolutely phenomenal. I don't think anybody ever had that in boxing. So this is a different situation, certainly from my perspective. Having watched Boatsy in the Olympic Games, he's been disappointing as a pro. I don't think he's picked up the mantle the way I thought he would. So it depends how much Smith has left. The one thing you lose, the last thing you lose is your power. He's a tremendous puncher. He's big. He's big enough to be a successful light heavyweight. I think Boatsy beats him and probably stops him late on, but there'll be excitement in the early part of the fight, that's for sure.
Barry, terrific. Thank you so much for being with us. Nobody better than Barry McGuigan here in studio to look ahead to Saturday night. And Barry will be on co-commentary duty for talkSPORT this Saturday night. The action starts on talkSPORT 2 at 5 p.m. before switching over to talkSPORT at 8 p.m. for the rest of the action. You're in for a long night, Mr. McGuigan.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good man. Top stuff. We're bowling up to 1.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.